some music playing in the background.
You
I don't know
you cool like that, huh? You just got music in the background and everything?
Man, music follows me everywhere I go.
That's crazy, yo.
Yeah, man. Even closer than my shadow. Believe it or not.
You tight, man.
Yeah, man. What you got going today?
I just got sirens in the background and helicopters and airplanes. You know, niggas fighting, arguing. That's all I got in my background.
You must be in conflict.
Hey, man, you know where I'm at.
Hell yeah. It do be like that.
Man, that's all you get is fireworks and damn. You know, you be like, fair.
That's for real.
Must be noise pollution.
Hey, man, all types. It's good to see that you good, though, man.
You ain't even seeing me, man. You just heard it, man.
Yeah, I'm hearing it from the source.
You ain't seeing
it. Let that sink in, though.
I mean, you know, it's sunk in like the Titanic in the damn 90s, man. It's been sunk in already, man.
Let me find out the Titanic sunk in the 90s.
Man, it's like past due. Like that thing that hit the floor.
I feel that.
Man, where you? I've been thinking about you, man. You've been in my heart, but I was like, this nigga, you know, he call in his seasons, and I'll wait till spring, man, whatever it is right now.
Man, yeah, my season be going by fast too, man. It's just be, you know, trying to get this family together. This shit ain't easy, bro. But
it ain't supposed to be.
Man, I know. And sometimes I need that reminder or, you know, space. It's like, all right, put all the energy into, you know, being there. You know?
Understood. We all need that, man. You know, it's often best to remind ourselves so we can take the re out of it and just be mind, you know. Often these re's is repetitive and redundant enough to that, you know, we can move forward actually without the re's.
That part. I agree.
But, you know, that's what, it's all work in progress, you know, hopefully progress and digression. But, you know, it's just one of those things where to replace the re and place it where it belongs, you know.
I dig that.
But I love you. Let me take off the what I should have said first and say I love you now.
I already knew that.
I'm glad you know it. I knew that
before I dialed the phone.
Glad you know it, man.
Yeah, man.
So the baby's well? I mean, I work tonight. I got a Kings game.
Oh, you got the Kings game?
Yeah.
Okay, that's what it is.
Yeah.
That's what it is. I was going to invite you to the small time game, college.
Is that right?
Yeah, man.
I don't affiliate with gangs though, man.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they just don't sit well with my spirit.
Damn, I feel that though.
I mean, it depends. I mean, if you talking about like a righteous gang, but it is kind of weird, you know.
Yeah.
Christ gang, Christ disciples, we'll die for you gang and shit.
I dig that.
We'll die for you, nigga. We ain't gonna kill you. We'll just die for you. You know what I'm saying?
I dig that.
You know what I'm saying? Nigga, I'll die for you, nigga. I love you, nigga.
Love, brother. Like, look, this is a perspective, for real. I ain't never really considered that, you know, it was a time I'm off of football or whatever the case is, but when it comes to, you know, what's actually happening in the grand scheme, sometimes I feel like I do purposely put myself in my state of like, all right, it's okay.
Yo, it's a grand scheme, you know, for sure, man. And, you know, you got to ask yourself, is it okay that it's not okay? And it's really not. Like, we just become desensitized and numb to this. Man, it's an ugly world right now, man. It ain't no beautiful place. It ain't, you know, it's real. It's something to be concerned about, for sure.
Yeah.
And the only thing you can do about it really is save yourself. And within everyone doing that, we all good. But like it's tragedy, man. It's catastrophic to believe.
Yeah.
I mean, everything, yo. Like, I mean, what they got planned under they sleeve, man, is fucking cold.
Man, what they got planned in our face is cold.
Yo, I mean, for real. But I mean, it's just like we know what the magician is playing. I mean, like what he's doing. Like we know the script, and yet we do nothing about it. You know, like it ain't no complaints. It ain't no motherfucking no discussions about it. There ain't no you know, nigga paint me a mural and say, nigga, we can do better. Like right now, like this shit is bad, yo. And it just the most scariest part that it's like niggas ain't even tripping about it. That's the scariest part. I could see it wouldn't be less you know, sitting in my head of like, you know, almost defeating, you know, when people would say like, we ready, you know, let's go, you know, like any other war. But like in a war when niggas is like, hell nah, nigga, it's bad, yo. Like niggas ain't even really, you know, conversing about it, like talking about like, yo, our future is at stake right now. And we ain't got shit to go on. We ain't got food good. We ain't got water good. We ain't got, they control the weather. We ain't got rights. We ain't got, you know, like, nigga, and nothing to work with.
Yeah, we losing more and more things every day.
It ain't nothing that we can even got left. I mean, I don't see what's left that we can even use. It's everything, fam. Like, when everything has been, you know what I'm saying? Like, nigga, and nobody ain't got a trip. Nigga, man, prayer. Like, Lord, if you even choose mercy, if you will mercy at all, I wouldn't even consider it when people ain't even considering it. You know, it's one of those things where, like, niggas don't even want it.
That's deep right there.
They're not even going to the altar. They're not even going to the thoughts. They're not going to the protection of their own self or children, or, you know, it's kind of like do they even want to be saved? And that's the part that, you know, that's the part that really about it. That's why I talk about it every time I you know, I'm gonna do it. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna talk about it. Like it's something that, like, nigga, like, I don't give a fuck if people sleep or not. Then let me be an alarm clock, like something. I ain't just gonna go to sleep with you or tuck you in and put a blanket on you. You know what I'm saying? Like nigga, nah, nigga, wake your ass up, nigga. The house is on fire.
It may be tough watching the people stay.
Man, I don't know.
But you know, sometimes like this comes with the shadow side of the thing. It's like, why? Let's say why we have to eventually understand, you know, sometimes there's a plan in the child or losing a child. You know,
it's one of those things where, like, it's okay to acknowledge a shadow just like a damn groundhog, but you ain't got to step into your shadow. You know what I'm saying? Just because you have one don't mean that you need to now step into a shadow. The shadow is because of you. Not you, because you don't go into your shadow. You recognize it for what it is because you exist. You're the light. And with light, there has to be some kind of shadow within, you know, something in replacing an object. But it's like, that's it, fam. Like, that's the reason why the world is now, is because they're accepting the shadow. They're accepting the darkness so much, opposed to them accepting what they are as the light. And that's where they come from. The darkness is going to exist, but yeah, you don't have to motherfucking be in darkness. You don't have to do it. You be in the darkness, but yeah, you don't have to be it. Like a sun, that's why a sun sits in darkness. It's cool like that. It plays its position. But like the sun ain't gonna become the darkness.
The sun has a purpose in the darkness.
Right.
It doesn't necessarily ask to be there, but God set it there.
Right.
In its way.
And
as long as the sun exists, then it doesn't necessarily mind the darkness. It's there to do its best possible job.
But it's to shine, though, right?
But I'm here to shine, exactly.
It's to shine, but not to sit in darkness and not shine.
Right, exactly.
It needs to illuminate. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, if it don't illuminate, then the darkness can take over. And supposedly during with physics and understanding, like, you know, darkness can never invade the light like that. But like shit, nigga, we about to make some whole motherfucking new niggas some new concepts to reality and shit.
Hey man, it's because that's what God created for us. The ability to even explore. Not necessarily be what do you call it, like infatuated with. Like that's overdoing it. And that's our, let's call it
human design to test stuff to the limits, to the breaking points, huh?
Yeah, you're not necessarily even to the breaking point sometimes. Not even to the breaking point sometimes. It's more of like there's ways certain people have to learn certain things. Some people don't have to touch the stove to know it's hot. Some people really do. But the fact that the lesson sinks in is the point.
If it sinks in, is the matter.
Yeah, I ain't gonna, like, I stopped calling people stupid for touching the stove. Like, look, bro, we tried to tell you. If that's what you want to do, I'm just glad you're here right now.
But
I ain't got time to even be mad at the fact he wasn't touching the stove sooner or wasn't, you know what I mean, paying attention sooner. It's like, look, just be happy that you're here.
But look, when you often hear that, like when somebody was like, man, yo, I touched the stove one time too, right?
Yeah.
Nigga, I don't touch the stove all the time though. Nigga ain't responding. Nigga, I touched it one time, but nigga, I touch it all the time too, fam. I burn the shit out of myself all the time. I hate that shit. I hate to get burnt, but I be doing it, yo. Me too. That shit is folly. You know what I'm saying? Like, we ain't gotta keep redoing it. We can replace that shit, yo, with motherfucking some change. You know, change is inevitable. It's one of those things where it's gotta happen, but like when change don't become inevitable, it gets weird.
Dude, that's when things get abstract, because one would say touching the stove is not necessary, but then one asks, how do you cook? It's how you touch the stove and where you, like, what you do with the work. Like, you don't, Certainly. It's not the fact that the stove is a bad thing.
It's not a bad thing.
It has to be within alignment.
It has purpose like you do. You know what I'm saying? It exists for reasons as you do. And it's utilized and it's vital. You know what I mean? But yet, for one to overcome the other one in any terms is necessarily doesn't fall within that formula then. It's not to overcome. And so when you don't want pretty much nothing to take over the other one, like even if it's all good, it's not going to take on all the bad. Because all the bad's still going to exist, even with the, you know, even Satan says, you know, it's written that like he is still going to round up his army in that time after Christ comes in and everything like that, is still to try to come at him before he gets put away. You know what I'm saying? But it's like because they exist and they're going to. One is never going to succumb to it's never going to be a whole way of anything, 100% or nothing. It's never going to be. It ain't never been all good. It ain't never been all bad either. It ain't never been, you know, all the way. Nothing is all the time. Nothing is always except Almighty.
Come on, Dan.
You know what I'm saying? It ain't nothing. I mean, so understanding that part, like, and just that's my basic physics. You know, that's my basic existence of a principle. But yet, I'm looking at something like where people have hate, people have vengeance, people have despise, and they have this greed, they have this envy, they have this. There's something that's coming over, like that's taking over a body like cancer, like a bad disease. And we're that one earth. And so I'm looking at it as one body being myself, or being myself being as God. How do we, you know what I'm saying, make this cancer benign? How do we turn this around for the change necessary? Otherwise, it will overcome. The earth is one person, is one thing, is us all.
You need verbs.
We need to come up and reevaluate. Like evaluate and then and execute this, because like otherwise we're in for our own demise. That's the niggas heard the cliche as sheep to a slaughterhouse. We heard this cliche. Niggas are now gonna live it.
Man, did you do that on purpose? You just said we heard, and then you just said
the herd, like the sheep and the herd and the good shepherd.
The butcher. Oh my gosh, bro.
But the Lord says, like, those who they know my voice, and then and I know their name, right? Those go hand in hand, man. I mean, there's a left hand of God, and there's a right hand, and the left is not the same as the right hand. I tell you that, but like, it's one of those things where it's like it's not that hard to go to shelter or go to safety or to go to where it's not trials and pain and suffering and crime the way it is and all this. We still trusting in these motherfuckers that's actually gonna kill us. That made it very known. You can call that the government, Satan, or whatever noisy background that it is, man. This nigga just jumped off the earth, nigga. This nigga just went into straight static, nigga, and moved to the left.
I'm literally writing this down right now because I had a really, really dope thought for a poem. Based off of what you just said, man, I have to write that down.
Say that.
You know what I mean? So let me just tell you real quick what I wrote down. You've been this is what came through my mind, and I'm still trying to write it down right now, but you've been a bad sheep. Haven't you heard? and then I can't even erase the goat out of me. You know, that's why I'm bad.
Yeah.
But I literally just want to build off of that right there.
Yeah, man. Yo, man, it's I hope we really build on it, man. Like, may that poem become life, man. Be a verbs of action. That we can, it's not like it's that hard. All we got to do is act on it and demonstrate it. Implement it. And once we implement it, the work is done, man. You know what I'm saying? Something always seems harder until we actually engage it, you know what I mean? And then it becomes done. And you go like, yo, that wasn't that bad. And it's one of those things, like, that gets done on the daily. Like, we can fix it today when we act on what we're talking about, when we act on what is necessary. You know what I'm saying? All we got to do is give love, give compassion, give understanding, give grace. That same has been given to us. You know what I'm saying? That battle is not that hard. That's how we shut down all defense. You know what I'm saying? We shut that down by just giving love. And then that brings us together and reunite, and who can take down something so strong? You defeat the enemy right there. The goat. How does the goat become the negative term that comes at the sheep, or it be the greatest of all time? They got to say, nigga, like, wait a minute. I thought the goat wasn't necessarily. They're the motherfuckers that be on the mountain, nigga, hanging out on the mountains, nigga.
Hey, I watched this really dope ass video about goats, though.
Yo, they crazy.
They're crazy, man. They are crazy.
Nigga, hanging damn near upside down on the mountain, son.
Bro, how do y'all do this? Where do y'all get these skills from?
Greatest of all time, yo. The
bro,
greatest acronyms for an animal, nigga.
For real, though. Like, climbing the mountaintops. Come on, bro. Like, the fucking conquering the obstacles.
Yeah.
Which is, come on. Delicate leg having that.
Goat foot ass, nigga, anti-gravity ass, nigga.
For real. Oh, small head, big horns.
Phenomenon ass.
That's hilarious, bro.
So life is strange indeed, man.
Yeah, man. I love it. I love it to life. That's for sure. And this is why, man, because sometimes it's like we have intentions and, I want to do something, but you brought something, to me that I didn't even recognize that I needed, but it always happens when I call you or I speak to you.
All praises due, man.
I give major thanks for you, young God.
May I continue, and may I still be strengthened and wizened and learn myself. Like, you know, I encourage others so I can get encouraged. You know, we all got to build, man. We all ain't shit. You know what I'm saying? It ain't like we all, you know, ain't nobody no better than the next one, but we could show that, we could display it, and you know, we can pursue it. You know what I'm saying? I choose to be better than who I am, and I choose to be better than the nigga next to me. But that doesn't mean that I'm trying to take them down. But it's like I you know, like Christ said, like, yo, anything that I can do, you would be that and more. So he ain't even saying like, yo, like, you know, I'm great as what it is, I'm the GOAT. Yo, I want somebody else to be greater than me. Therefore, who would I be if I didn't want you to be greater? That's what a great one will do and will, you know, want. It's for everyone to be great, not just himself sitting on top, nigga, looking down on people.
Be on a clown.
Yo, how could he ever get on top if he didn't have somebody to look up to?
Let that sink in.
Know what I'm saying? It's like you need that. You need to be inspired. That's the inspiration in all of us. That in spirit is in spiral. It should be an ongoing, never-ending kind of a script. You know, like it's a spirit, man, and that we didn't come from this right here. We need to start really realizing what source we are, and resource ourselves. Like we didn't come from this, fam. Yet everything is God. But still, even God had come in here and say, I'm going to work it out. Myself, personally, I ain't going to have y'all do it, nigga. I'm going to do it. So that's why God must be God. God must recognize what God is and be as God is. Above as below. You know what I'm saying? Everything is in earth and as in heaven. Everything. For God. It ain't about me going to heaven, nigga. I'm here. This is the only reason why it's my heaven here, because I must be in two. I'm omnipresent, if you would say. You got to be here and there.
That part.
So it ain't about if I go to or from whatever one to the other one. You are in both places all at the same time. You just be God. It ain't about the ending or the beginning. It's about all of it. It's the now. That ain't your reward, nigga. It's like, nigga, how do you get your reward, nigga? It's by the fight first. And your reward is given to you as you fight.
And that's the crazy part about it. That's why if you don't fight for it, it don't feel as good.
Man, it ain't even no reward.
Or don't work for it, you know what I mean? It don't feel as good.
Yeah, it's nothing to receive there, man. Until you give.
That.
The giving is the receiving, man, and that's the beautiful, should be nature. You know what I'm saying? You bless somebody by giving them. You bless yourself by giving to somebody. You know what I'm saying? If shit feel good, nigga. You know what I'm saying? To give somebody something that you have that someone doesn't have, like, yo, that should feel fucking like you received something.
Straight
Niggas
up.
feel good when they take from the nigga and shit. Be like, God dog, nigga.
Man, like, what's crazy
This dyslexic dog wasn't called God, nigga. Like, God dog, nigga, you cold.
What's crazy is if I saw I just like the opposite, right? If I see the opposite of a person, damn, man, what the fuck? Just
being his opposite, his shadow side.
Yeah, like, but look, imagine a person being his opposite shadow side. You know, like existing and being that, and then you look at this person and maybe it was just a good day, but this person ended up saving your life some way, somehow, by being the way and saving your family's life.
For real.
You know
it is that whole paradigm right there. That's the whole paradox, that's the whole book. 3 chapters. Like, it's 12 hours in a day and it's 12 hours in a night. You know what I'm saying? We need the negative just like we need the positive. Like, that's what I'm saying. I don't want it to be all day or all night necessarily. You know what I'm saying? Because I have gratitude for both of them. I like to be awake sometimes I like to rest.
For real.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it's like, I wouldn't want it all good, because then I'll be, begging for some bad. So, nigga, please one day give me something negative. You know what I'm saying? If it was all bad, you'd be blessed. Please let it be something good today.
That's for real.
But it's like that combination gives us this life, man. You know what I'm saying? It makes it such a beautiful thing. And so that's the only grace that I can give, like, you know, the times that we're in, or like some people that I encounter. You know, I give thanks for them all. You know what I'm saying? But it's to an extent. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And it's to the extent that you know, that it ain't gonna be pulling everybody under, or pulling, you know, then it ain't no life no more, man.
Exactly. It's like trying to hit the lottery. When you hit the lottery once, you play it every day of your life after that because it worked before.
Or if it was only one lottery that ever exists, one nigga hit it, that's it, nigga, that's it, y'all.
You know that was it. That was supposed to be a blessing, not an addiction.
Now everybody broke and one nigga rich.
Yeah, and that
crazy.
Shit, man. How many ways to chop this beautiful life up, you know? And that's why. That's the ironic and beautiful part that make us, in my opinion, the guys of our own lives. Because
we the children of, man. We children of the Most High. I mean,
we are children of the Most High. We are of
and
God.
that's the only God that can. Yes.
That is true. And I was watching this example. Actually, I'm about to shoot it to you on Instagram. But I was watching this example because I used to always say, like, hey, if you're born from a Chinese lady, but you live in America, are you American or are you Chinese?
Both, I guess. I don't know. I think that whole name kind of your, you know, gender dynamics or of your background, whatever. I think it's kind of silly. Like African American, all that shit. It's the same oxymoron. It's like, what the fuck are you talking about?
I agree with that. But then I ask you then, even if it did matter or what it is, like, you wouldn't denounce your mother. You know, you wouldn't denounce your father. You are the son or the daughter of, and of this person. Yeah. I'm of, you know, Bruner blood. I'm of Tucker blood.
Right. And just like how you are your ancestors, you all become, it becomes down to one anyway. The common denominator of us all is one.
Bam.
You know, like, it ain't about my ancestors, what they did. It's like, I am my ancestors right now.
Yeah, it is.
You know,
like,
so
people they won't even know what that means for a while. You know?
Well, you know, at some point they're going to get it, and that's all that matters, as long as they get it.
Dimensional travel, man. Like,
well, you are time, you are space, you are energy, you are all that what it is that you say you exist inside, you are.
And ain't that God?
That's why everything from you know, came from you. Everything. Nothing exists unless you have eyes or presence to see it. You know what I mean? The sun, as powerful as it is, as massive as it, you know, this nigga, it ain't nothing if you ain't alive. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you know, the child of God is meaning you being the God. Say the acronym would be a gift of God. You know what I'm saying? Like a gift, you know, you're just a child of. And that gives us all glory right there, but yet we got to still give glory to a certain place. And I think when we get into this, it's beautiful to see yourself, to see anyone, man, and speak of themselves as God. Yes, cute, but it's very dangerous.
It's dangerous because it's like a gun, any weapon.
Right, you end up shooting yourself in the face real quick.
Hair off. Yeah,
man.
Exactly.
And so it's one of those things where God, I wouldn't want my glory been taken like someone to now speak as though I don't exist and say that you are. When I gave you existence to some, don't get too beside yourself, meaning that you can never get beside yourself that way. And when you do that, you must be, you know, the creator's a creator and a destroyer for a reason. We always speak about the creator, but yet we don't speak about him being the destroyer.
Yeah.
Those is nothing. None of those is. It ain't one more than the other one. They both exist simultaneously as both powerful. It ain't one more powerful than it. He's the creator and the destroyer. But if we don't recognize the destroyer in him, that'll be our day. That'll be the day of awaiting, man. It's to come.
I know we're here, man. I know
we're here now, but in order for you to be here always and here and always. We have to make that happen now. That's why we're here. Otherwise, we won't. Just as much as we here, we won't be here before we wasn't here.
Come on.
You know what I mean? Like this is, you make your eternal life. You make yourself heaven. You give yourself. God and Christ gives you the ability to put it within your reach, to put it within your access, for you to have eternal life.
You know who Ab-Soul is? You ever listen to Ab-Soul?
Yeah, man. That dog, top dog, the Kendrick people, right?
Yeah. He had this line, man, in this song called Real Thinkers. It's a really dope ass song. But he said that immortality is not a fantasy or just a lie. Because every time I speak, this thesis is justified. Right? And I said, wow. You know what I'm saying? Because this is a fact. He's making record of himself speaking.
Say that.
And it can be played forever at any time in life for all his children or anybody else who might want to hear.
Yeah, man.
His spirit is literally immortal.
Can you imagine that everything that in this earth, you ever heard of, stays in earth? Just like what happens in Vegas, stays in Vegas. Like, but everything on earth stays in earth. Every water, every sound, every frequency, every energy, every, it don't leave nowhere, right? You're inside this John. Like, it's in you. Like, just essentially like every encounter that you ever experienced stays within you. It's in your DNA, right?
Fact.
The only thing that is subject to change with it will be your RNA, which is how what you engage in, what you experience now can get pushed over to further DNA. So when you speak of something as abstract or profound as what he was touching on, then we can understand immortality when we must make that right now. Otherwise, it don't carry over until we carry it over. And you're the carry-on. You're the bag and the damn holder of it. Like, you have to.
Come on.
You know what I'm saying? You got to carry your own.
Yep.
I mean, but people just talk this sometimes. Just I ask people. Here's my paradox. I mean, and I don't want to speak too far, too deep, too. But it's one of those things like, who's the genius? Like the one who made this profound poem, or the one who heard it and comprehended it, right? They both become each other, because the comprehender is just as much as the writer at some point. And so it's one of those things where it's like they're both of great, value, because they equivalent to each other. Like they become the equivalent, right? They come to like a common denominator, like a breakdown. And then it's one of those things where, like, people talk the talk now. Just because you heard it doesn't mean you have it. Now, there's a difference in that, because it's like being taught something is different than learning how to learn. When you learn how to learn, now you can be the founder, the owner. You have the power of that, opposed to you being told it. And when you're told it, you didn't necessarily get it because you didn't know how to get the answer. But people are being told the answer necessarily doesn't give them the wisdom. And that's how you get wisdom. You have to obtain it. You have to get it yourself. You have to gradually get it. You don't just be given wisdom. You can be given knowledge, but you don't be given wisdom, nigga. That's something that you have to get. You have to have your own accountability for that. You have to own your own, that you got your name written all over that. Never given to you. So that's why God can't give us that. It has to be by ourselves. He can put it within your reach. He can give it to you, but he can't save you for that same reason. You have to also save yourself. You are God, right? God had to save himself. He came down and did his own work. Still doing it. Through us, for us, to us. Given to us, but yet it's only given to us through us. If he can ever be a for us. God is in everything, man. but yet we must be in everything in God. That's why God must be in me and I must be in God. That is ultimately it. I am in him. He is in me. Through my works, God, it's through the works that God is in me. That's why greater in me than me in this world. Like, all these texts have to come by knowing the wisdom, the knowledge in there, not by just reading it, though. Not by just hearing it. That's what he said. The hearers of my word, yo, blessed them. Yeah, sure. But the doers of my word, yo, blessed be them. Now, those who have the word become flesh, and the flesh become the word, that's a God. That's how you were with him in the beginning of the creation, because I was within him, so therefore I created with him.
In the beginning, there was only a word.
And the word, that's what I'm saying. And he created with that word, right?
Exactly.
So therefore, like, you have to become, that's why it's one of those things where I can read the Bible and I can, sure, but at some point I'm going to be spitting scriptures inside of me that I came up with, and then I read it inside the Bible. I say, here I am. You see what I'm saying? That's the I am in me. That's when you become the I am, is when you literally, you just run into, like you just a collision. Run into him, or you just blend into him, ease into him. There's kind of two different ways, which are both, one could be violent and one could be easy. But one comes from the love and the passion of him. If you have passion for him, you blend in. You just it's so beautiful of a penetration. You just come into, and this you become all, the two become one. The other ones is when we don't have God, and it becomes violent. We got to collide, and that's when the destroyer comes out, and destroyer, it'll destroy you, but it's only to give birth to you. Just like a winter, it's going to kill you, but it's now you're going to have a spring. It's going to be a seed, so then we can have harvest. But it's not going to be so beautiful and cute as the other one who had passion for. That's when they love me. When they love me, they're going to follow my commandments. It's going to be easy for them, because they love me. When you love me, you could become me easily, because you become of the likeness of me.
That is.
But the other one, the antonymous, the opposite of that, it would be something, it's going to be bad, but all things return to source for that reason. So, man, that's, it's something like where you have to find God yourself. God has his prophets. He has his, to encourage us, to inspire us, to be signs and guidance and maps. But we must understand the navigation system, man. Like a bird, like it knows where it's going by its damn self. It don't need no tool. It becomes the tool. It knows how to get there, yo. You can twist and turn me and blindfold me and turn me around and donkey my ass. Like spin the like, nigga, we going. We know where we're going. Nigga, you ain't messing up our system. It's a built-in system, yo. It's integrated. It's the only fucking thing we need to integrate. Otherwise, we already integrated. Nigga, it's redundant. Once we know the formula, all is one, nigga, we don't need to fucking come together, nigga. We always been together.
We are together.
We always been. Nigga, I wouldn't exist if it wasn't for my other one. But then when you become, you won't be able to tangibly arrive to a place, because they put it, or we put it, and they put it, kind of same thing, so far out of fetch of being tangible, because they twist us in this paradox of like, we have to do this, we have to do something, we have to become one, when we already are. And so now it's an never-ending story, history repeating itself. You know what I'm saying? Because we run into a conundrum, fam. And these conundrums, nigga, they don't meet. These circles don't tie. They don't touch. We won't be able to get out of this matrix, quote unquote, until we understand what the fuck the matrix is. You can't fix something until you know how it broke. So you even the person who fixed it, nigga, they gonna break it again. It becomes a cycle perpetually because they don't figure out the real fixing is knowing how it's broken. Then you don't have to fix it no more. When you learn how to learn, you don't have to be taught no more. That's the real education system. That's the real fundamentals to fund your mental.
And it goes back to even why, the games are dangerous, because they are literal distractions from.
The games are just games. Fucking games ain't gonna be more than what the fuck games will ever be as a game. It ain't no game, nothing more than for the sport of it, for the motherfucking, for the leisure. But like when the games become a game of life, now you done put the sport, the motherfucking leisure, entertainment, goddamn something for funds, nigga. You made Monopoly real life.
Damn. Sounds dangerous.
Shoots and ladders and shit on the rungs of Jacob's ladder. You know what I'm saying?
The game of life,
Shoots and ladders, man. I'm saying the rungs and the songs and tongues of the rungs. It gets real messy and tangled. That's a different kind of that's entanglement that you don't want to have. Entanglement, not to tangle, nigga.
Find your ass tangled up.
Nigga, yeah, meant not to do that shit, nigga, but it's too late now, nigga.
Straight up.
The tighter it gets, nigga. I think scheduled estimated time is like 10. I think it started at 7:30. I get there around 5.
Yeah, that's exactly what time. Yeah, what time you getting downtown?
I get down there whenever the good Lord, like it'd be all various times, man. It's 2:00 right now. I probably leave here. I think I started at 5, so I probably need to leave here like soon. I'm gonna grab some food from my damn belly, and if I even have that time, some belly food.
I dig that, man. I'm about to be on the same wave. I just got up to the school. I gotta get set up and everything. So.
Hey, man, I bet you was already on the wave, nigga. I bet we the same wave, nigga.
Yeah, straight up, though. But there's things that's more important right now. You feel me?
Hey,
I try to stay as present as possible. Even if I didn't expect it, it still can.
Ain't nothing's more important as you and me, man.
You know what I'm saying?
If you and me are the most important ones, and then it's only me and you. So like me and you and me and you and you and me is nigga, we important. As I am as you are.
I am as I am. It is what it is.
I am as you are.
I am as you are. You are as I am.
You are as I am. There we go. That's it. That makes us whole. Holy ones.
Straight up. Let's get it in there. All right, King. I'm going to holler at you soon, brother.
Man. All praises due, man. Thank you. Love you, brother.
Send my love to the family, man. Hey, man, maybe we could link at a park or something, me, you, and the son.
Dig it. Don't we still live in the same city? You in Compton too, right?
Yeah, I'm about to move too.
What the blood clot? That mean I'm about to move too.
Hey.
Yo, nigga, it's been reflected, nigga. Shit, we are the reflection, nigga.
That's a fact. I come up. I know you coming up. Because the way shit up over here, shit about to go all the way up.
Man, it's either gonna go up or down. It ain't but two directions, man.
Straight up.
Both of them is a constant.
I did. Hey, be great, man. We ain't got no choice.
Yo, man. Yeah, we do. Yeah, we do. There's a choice. I had to.
I received that. All right, guys.
As do I. Blessed be.
Peace.